Deep in the imperial capital, a syndicate dispatched 12 elite assassins to slip through the moonlit halls of a high-security mansion, hunting their greatest threat. By dawn, the City Watch found all 12 men pinned to the marble floor by an invisible, crushing weight, weeping in absolute terror at a force they couldn't even see. They had crossed paths with Thousand Strings, the highest-ranked mastermind in the capital, a level 8 architect of fate whose traps are so flawless he dismantles entire crime syndicates without ever needing to wake from his slumber. And while the criminal underworld cowers at his shadow, the distant provinces worship him as a living god. When a localized curse choked the life from a forgotten village, a mysterious cloaked savior appeared, dropping a single pulsating silver artifact that sent a tidal wave of energy ripping across the dead earth to annihilate the decay. That single act of supreme grace inspired a young village girl to forge herself into a peerless sword prodigy, crossing an entire continent just to kneel before the flawless saint who absorbed her home's apocalypse. The only problem with this majestic, terrifying myth of the omniscient clanmaster is that the man himself is currently sweating through his clothes. Kian Aster possesses absolutely zero mana, no combat skills, and zero tactical genius. He is a deeply terrified, powerless civilian whose only true ambition in life is to find a quiet corner and take a long, uninterrupted nap. The miraculous divine artifact he bestowed upon that dying village was actually an expensive, temperature-controlled napping necklace he clumsily dropped into the dirt because the crying little girl completely terrified him. And his brilliant tactical annihilation of 100 spatial gates was the result of accidentally tossing a bag of literal garbage onto the ground so he could lie down on a flat rock. Time and time again, the world's most hardened military commanders stare at his bizarre, lazy accidents and misinterpret his sheer incompetence as an unfathomable, multidimensional masterstroke. But Kian's absolute laziness has bred a far more dangerous consequence. Desperate to disband his own adventuring party, he routinely deprives them of vital supplies, like mana potions, and casually points them toward the deadliest caverns, hoping they will finally quit. Instead of walking away, these young fighters interpret his lethal negligence as a rigorous, genius-level training regimen, breaking their own physical limits to evolve into fanatically loyal, overpowered killing machines. Suffocating under the weight of his own escalating reputation, Kian finally decides to pack his bags, sneak out the back door, and flee the capital entirely. He takes an off-road shortcut to avoid the Imperial Guards, only to accidentally smuggle his unmarked carriage directly into the epicenter of an illegal, apocalyptic dark mage ritual. Surrounded by 100 hostile cultists, a completely defenseless civilian is once again forced to maintain an icy, omniscient poker face on the outside, while his heart rate explodes in sheer terror on the inside. How long can a fraud command a party of monster-slaying prodigies? What happens when his fake aura is tested against a genuine catastrophe? And is it truly possible to accidentally conquer an empire just to secure a quiet afternoon nap? Discover how far the ultimate bluff goes in My Certification Level Keeps Rising, but All I Do Is Laze Around, available now on the WebNovel app.